Hey, what's going on? We're back, and I know this is a weird way to end an episode, and I'm sure you can hear the fan noise in the background. But I brought a Ravager back down and found, like, I took Troll's crab out to come get Queen Crab back, and that got stuck in like this infinite falling glitch, and I got killed that way. But yeah, I've got a picture of that. It was pretty awful. So what I did is I looked around for a very long time. Actually got one Ravager killed, and I came back again with another one. Looked around for a very long time. Was pretty sure that I knew exactly where my Queen Crab had gone. So, I'm pretty sure it was right over here. I was right here toward the end, and I jumped in the water, didn't realize how deep it was, and that was right over here. I was just trying to get away from all the chaos, and I wasn't really thinking straight. And right here is where I went underwater, right at this spot. This is where I died. So I've been looking over the footage multiple times, absolutely repeated times, and that is the spot. This is the spot. There was a waterfall. You can hear the noise in the background. You can see straight ahead at the rock, and that's the spot. And I have flown around forever looking, and she's not dead. Queen Crab is not dead. She's just disappeared. So, yeah, I came down here first because I thought it was really, really close. And, after a moment or two of being a little bit angry, we got over that and we were looking. We were trying to find it. And she just disappeared. I mean, it was really, really, really strange. We don't know where she is. I think she's fallen through the map. But as you can see, it's like you go down here, you can kind of see in the water a little bit. There's nothing, no crab, whatever. Those are lampreys. But nothing here, nothing at all. Like nothing fell up back here. Look how weird that looks. There's some crabs up there doing their crab thing. So, I think she fell through the map or some such. We'll find out. I guess she'll die eventually. I don't know, something should have killed her if it weren't radiation or something. But she was, like I said, she was right here and she's gone. I mean, flat out. And this is how close I was to being out too. I was right there, and I had those 2 eggs as well. So, the problem is I didn't get out fast enough to go get my body because I ended up dying again. Because with Troll's Crab, I went down, and I went down over this way. The first big crystal. I'd have to go find it, but the first big crystal, I ended up getting stuck behind it when I entered the biome, and it was something like this, and I was just in behind it and couldn't jump, couldn't move, and I was just stuck. So that's what happened to me with Troll's crab, and then with my crab, she just disappeared. She's just gone. And it kills me because, like I said, I was right here, and I was like, oh man, I see the waterfall. I'm going to make it. I thought I was going to die so many times. And I was really excited, and then I came to this last hurdle. I was like, okay. I jumped in, didn't realize how deep the water was, and I went straight down, and that started breaking my armor. I kept going. My armor's still breaking, and then hit over here. And yeah, so no crab. No Queen Crab. She's gone. I feel a little cheated. Because we were right there with those eggs, man. And, I have a lot of confidence at that point that we were going to get them. So, because it's not a big deal if you die at the start. If I'd have died down there fighting the things, kind of like Troll's Crab died, or if I'd have died like, I don't know, way back there. But I mean, look at this, man. I was right here, and just got wrecked, and there's nothing I can really do. So we're going to discuss what we're going to do about it. I haven't really thought of anything, and this is actually the first time I've used administrative commands because I was 100% sure I knew where Queen Crab was. So when I went back down to look, I just kind of assumed she'd be there. And, it'd be one thing, like I even checked around, I went really far, and there's no way, there's some places she just couldn't have gone without dying. So, and then with being off, nobody being in that area, the server doesn't load all that stuff 24/7. So, um, it's like I said, it's just a thing, man. It's a terrible thing. I'm having a hard time coping with it. Uh, Queen crab was such a great crab, and man, we were so close with those rock drake eggs, and we lost a 140 crab en route to that. And it's like I don't know, I don't really know what to say. I don't have all the footage back in here. I'm gonna go back to the base. I don't have all the footage back in here, but it's just kind of. This is always tricky. I've never been in spectator mode before, so trying to find your way around is super weird. That's the base up there. But yeah, I lost 3 Ravagers right there just trying to get stuff, and back. The first one I ran into a Megalosaurus and just kind of it didn't go well. We're gonna go back to this base because this is where me and Troll were, but I don't know, man. It's a little bit devastating. And obviously bugs. Ark is a buggy game. I just didn't anticipate losing so much in such a short amount of time. A 145 crab, a 140 crab, and 2, rock drake eggs, And the hard part is killing this stuff, and, we had the stuff to survive. Obviously misjudging the water is not the best. I was so panicked. Like I was so excited and just really looking forward to getting out of there. And then, just bang, just like that. So look at that. That's neat. I can go look at this crab too. What's up? Hanging out. I'm super distressed, so I'm going to go look at Little Hale's base. This is Little Hale's base over here. We tamed him a 115 crab. And this one, which I believe was a noob, Mr. Krabs and Karkanos. He hasn't named it yet because that's Little Hale's style. And there he is under the floor somewhere. There he is. All right, so yeah. But in terms of the tribe log and stuff, we checked it, we double checked it, we triple checked it, making sure that she wasn't dead. And I think she's just, there's a bug that I've seen one other time where like this guy's rock drake disappeared, and I'm pretty sure that's what we just went through. But the loss was a hearty one indeed. So we're gonna decide what we're gonna do. There's probably gonna be a couple server side changes and things like that in the meantime until we get our next 2 eggs, because we have a lot. I mean, we lost a lot. We lost a lot of work and stuff like that. There's Troll up here. This is where I ended up being, and obviously we've got crabs and Richard and all that. But we're back up here. We're gonna have to get new crabs and stuff. So I don't know, man. It's a really tough thing, and I there's not a lot to say except disappointment. It's very disappointing, and we're gonna look at the next. We're gonna look at the future. We're gonna see what's up, but. As of right now, we may be taking a backseat to the Aberration server. We're gonna talk about it. We've experienced a lot of bugs. I really like Aberration. It's just not the best place to record, especially with things like that going on. And I've never had issues. I've never had any issues with Ark. I've had a lot of bugs get a lot of things killed. I've lost Rexes. But I've never had anything so. Hard on against you. Everything's against you. The water's dangerous. The air's dangerous. Your radiation suit breaks. Every animal's dangerous. And we actually got pretty fortunate. Didn't run into any Reaper queens while we were down there. But then I took a little John up the way and saw several. And I had never been to this biome before. I got lucky. We both, me and Troll were completely lost. Getting down there, and it was just a super focused time, super focused moment, and a lot of guessing. And we found it pretty quick. And when we were, it's just so devastating to come that far and have lost it all, and then go back down there. And that's the really crazy thing, is going back down there, because we really didn't have the stuff to do so. I just had a Ravager left. And now that was tricky. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend taking a Ravager down there, but um, if you didn't know where the entrance to the surface was, it's somewhere over here. I don't know exactly where, but I came over here a couple times. This thing's neat. But yeah, so we're looking at what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to the people on the server. We're gonna discuss our plan, and hopefully, we can keep content coming to you guys. But I'm not gonna do it at the expense of my fun. I want to enjoy the games that I'm playing, and when it turns into something like this and just constant odds with the game and the systems and the whatever. We may play Aberration, but I don't know. Well, it would be something we're going to play on our spare time and not, I've been up here before, but not on our, what do you call it? It's not going to be our main mode of playing the game. I think we're going to look at some other stuff. Hey, somebody put a platform up here. I didn't even know you could do that. I remember when we were afraid to come over here because of Ravagers. That's funny. But, if you all have any suggestions, stuff you'd like to see us do in the future on here. I know a lot of people wanted to see us do a rock drake, and that, we were ready. We were ready to do the rock drake, clearly. We made it down there. Troll, actually, his crab got killed by a glitch as well. I do believe, there is footage of that, which will be released in an episode after this. This is coming out this Friday. But Troll's crab actually died in a glitch as well, so... it was stuck floating in the air and couldn't move, so he couldn't attack, he couldn't move, he couldn't defend himself, so he was just sitting there taking damage and eventually died. My crab got down to half health, which is pretty wild, 30k HP, and I don't know. I hope some of these things will be addressed in Ark. Oh, look, the boat! I forgot we left that over there. This is when we saw that 125 crab. It was hanging out right here, if you remember, and it ended up coming into the woods, and we came down here on the raptor and got Troll's raptor killed, so that was fun. But yeah, we're looking at what we're gonna do. We're all gonna discuss it tomorrow, and we'll let you all know Monday with another video like this, and and also real quick, I'll talk about as well. I know you all have been wondering why our streams have, we've gone from 5 days a week to 3 days a week. And it's because Aberration is such a hostile and difficult and broken. And I don't want to use broken lightly. It is broken, though. There's a lot of very broken features, very limited tames, and incredibly hostile environment. I mean, it's almost to the point where it's like it borderlines not being fun, because you're so at odds with the environment. And Troll and I had a really good time on the way down there. And then when he lost his crab, it wasn't that big of a deal. We were coming out with 2 eggs, and then when I saw the surface, I saw the entrance to the surface, and I didn't know exactly where it was until I saw that waterfall. Once I saw that waterfall, I knew exactly where I was going. So. The death was that much more exaggerated because Jim Thunder knew where he was going. He knew what was next. He knew what he was about to run into. So it's a very, as far as loss on a game is concerned, I take it usually really, really well. But in this case, I am just, I was watching Slipgator the other day. They've cranked their melee damage up to 1,180%. I was wondering, why would you do that? You know what? I see it now. I see it now for the first time. I see why you would do that. Because it borderlines not being fun. And, this is a little bit of a criticism. This is right after the incident, so I'm still a little salty. But it's just, if my crab would have been there, I don't think I would have ended up making this video. But going back there and the crab being gone, then for the first time since I started playing Ark, going, okay, I was pretty sure that was there, and I hunted around for a while until I ended up dying again. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'm really positive that that's where the crab was. So I jumped on the spectator cam. Again, I've never done that before. Hey, look, a basilisk. It's just hanging out up here. I've never done that before, so that's fun. So it was just kind of like, what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Is that the portal room? Huh. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see once again. And I'm sorry for talking so long. I just got crazy, crazy brain right now. I been waiting to see what to do. I've been here before. I've been waiting to see what to do. What we're gonna do. We might go back to the island for a little while and just take a break from Aberration until we get a few more people on here, which is something we're waiting for. We're waiting for some people for Aberration as well. So hopefully they get on here soon. Ooh, this is neat. Hey, yeah, this is the portal room. That's crazy. That's hard to find. That's really, really hard to find. This is the room I started in and died 100 times. I started on single player, so. But yeah, anyway, our next 2 episodes that we have planned. For one, Monday you should get the actual us going down for the rock drakes, which is a pretty exciting episode. We did a lot of cool stuff and we survived for the most part. And it's going to be a little bit cut off because all of a sudden we just didn't have anything left to film. It's just going to say you are dead, and I'm going to end it there, and then what's next? Our next episode will actually be, let me think. I got to try to remember what the next episode's going to be because I haven't looked into it. What was it? I have looked into it. I've recorded it. But the next episode, it's going to be more of a rundown, talky bit as well. So it'll be the one where we let you know most likely what's going on and what our plans are for the future of the channel and stuff like that. Obviously, Aberration is a really cool map. I think they needed about another year to get it done. I feel like 4 creatures is just not enough interesting in our lives, and I feel like they just did something for the sake of making it difficult. They didn't necessarily go, what would be fun? It was, how do we make this as hard as we can? And I never, I always thought Ark as a game was a game where you decided what challenge you wanted. You decided how challenging it was. They didn't constantly put you at odds. You created those odds. You'd go against the Giga, or you'd go kill 4 or 5 alphas in a row. It was always a game that was difficult. It was never easy, but it was always as easy as you wanted it to be. If I wanted to go and build a pin, I could build the pin. If I wanted to run around on foot, I could run around on foot. And that was great. And I feel like they've lost something with this. And I'm hoping that Extinction, the next DLC coming, if you didn't know, clears a lot of that up for us. Anyhow, guys, I'm so sorry for the talky episode. It's been a stressful day, to say the least. And obviously we're going to have to tame some more crabs before we can venture back in there for more eggs, I guess. And we're going to see what we're going to do, and once again, we'll let you all know. But hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will catch you in the next episode of Doom and Glory. And hopefully all goes well there. So, well, we're coming back to the taping pen. But